Hey guys, how's it going? Ricky Widmer here from Most Valuable Podcast, here to give you, it's my first one of the year. I'm so excited for it. College basketball is finally here. My first video of the season. I thought, why not give you guys my preview, my predictions for the Final Four and National Championship, because you know everything's going to change in about a week. But in this video, like I said, I'm going to give you my prediction for my beginning of the year, 4 teams to make the Final Four, my 2 teams to make the National Championship, and my 1 to win it all. Let's see how much of this stays the same by the time we get to late February and March, when I'm giving you guys bubble teams and who's going to make here, and when my Final Four changes, when we actually get to bracketology time. But before I give you the Final Four, this is an interesting year. I mean, North Carolina back to being ranked #1. Marcus Page out for 4 to 5 weeks. But the way I see it, yeah, he misses a month of the season, maybe a little more than a month. As long as they have him back for conference time, Tar Heels will be fine. Maryland, Big Ten, are they going to be the team? Can they finally, like last year, I was high on Maryland, didn't think they'd make the Final Four though. Now with Wisconsin taking a step back without having Frank the Tank and Sam Decker, can Melo, Trimble, can Solomon coming over from Duke, can they make a run for it? Oklahoma, it's a team that all the experts are talking about in the Big 12. How's Iowa State going to do without Hoiberg? How's Kentucky going to do without the plentiful stars that they've seen go from here in college to here in the NBA? Ohio State, what are they going to do without D'Angelo Russell? Duke, they don't have Tyus Jones. They don't have Jahlil Okafor. They got a ton of new faces. This is like the time, this is the one year where I looked and I went, I don't know. I don't feel confident about any of you guys. Like last year, I'll be honest, I felt confident that there were the team, okay, Kentucky's going to be there. Wisconsin's going to be there. Duke looks like a good team. Like this year's that year where I'm looking, I'm going, who do I pick? Who? Here's what I've got. Here's my Final Four teams, the ones that I've decided on. And number 1, this is going to be the number 1, the best team, the number 1 seed. They're going to go to the Final Four. The Tar Heels. I feel like they're going to be the best team in college basketball this season. They're going to get to the Final Four. Another team, probably going to be a 1 seed as well. The Terrapins, Maryland. They're going to be a good team. Melo Trimble could be Wooden Award / National Player of the Year / Big Ten Player of the Year. Melo Trimble. That's what he could be. Probably going to be that, especially the Big Ten variety. So North Carolina, the Terrapins of Maryland, going to make the Final Four, I'll say. The last 2. What do you guys want first? The team that I couldn't decide on for the last, or my bold prediction? What do you want? Bold prediction? Nice answer. My bold Final Four prediction. Probably, I'm going to go with a 8 or 9 seed. They're probably going to be an 8 or a 9. At the highest, I could see them being like a 6 or 7, but probably going to be an 8, 9 seed. Probably going to have to upset a number 1 seed, but Texas. And if you're listening from the podcast, you came over from the podcast, you knew my bold prediction was going to be Texas because I said it in the Primetime Podcast this week. But here's my reasoning. With North Carolina and Maryland, they've got the talent. With Texas, I feel, and this is a bold prediction, that's why I said bold prediction, I feel like Shaka Smart in year 1 is going to get the Longhorns to the national tournament, get them to the Final Four. Do they win it? Nope, they're going to lose to Maryland in the Final Four. There's half of my championship prediction. Maryland goes to the ship. But yeah, Texas is going to get ready to play this year because of Shaka Smart being their head coach. I mean, if he can get VCU to the national tournament, he could get Texas to the national tournament and beyond year one. That's why it's a bold prediction. And the number 4 team in my Final Four. I'll be honest, guys. That 4th team, I was saying maybe Kansas. Like, first I'm like, oh, Kansas will make it. Then I went, nah, Kansas will probably lose in the second round like they always do. But what about Kentucky? They lost a lot of talent. I just don't feel confident in them. I got it. What about Oklahoma? Am I going to buy into the hype? Iowa State. Nah, they don't have Hoiberg. Who do I take? My throw-in team at the number 4 spot. Michigan State? No, not Michigan State. They lost their big guy. All they got is Valentine. I am going to go with Villanova. And I'm going to be honest. This is the one team I'm not super confident about. I could probably throw anyone here with that 4th one, but Villanova could be a shocker this year. I know what you're saying. Well, Ricky, if you're saying no to Kansas because they usually lose early, you can say the same for Villanova, so why is it Kansas in? I just think Villanova gets over the hump, gets to the Final Four. In the end, the way I see it, the way I would picture it in my mind, on this side of the bracket, Maryland beats the Longhorns. And on this side of the bracket, the Tar Heels beat Villanova. And in a Terrapin Tar Heel battle, I am going to go with, oh, it pains me to say this. I want to, you know what, screw it. Doesn't pain me to say it. I'm going to go with Maryland. I'm going to go with the Big Ten team. All because I really like Melo Trimble. I feel like when we get to tournament time, he's going to be the player that plays really well in the Big Ten conference schedule. Then just turn it on in tournament time and be the guy that carries his team to the championship. Big Ten wins the national championship. That's what I'm going to go with. So my Final Four, North Carolina, Maryland, Texas, Villanova, with North Carolina losing to the Memphis Terrapins in the national title game. But this is where you guys come in. Tell me how wrong I am. Tell me who you have in your Final Four before the season even starts down below. Or you can tell me, hey, Ricky, why are you focusing on basketball this early? We got football to be played and some college football teams. You can go ahead and check out our college football playoff rankings if you're one of those people. If you're not, let me know what you think of my bold prediction. Shaka Smart and the Longhorns get into the Final Four. Do you even think they make the tournament this year? Let me know in the comment section. You can also hit me right up there on Twitter, Most Valuable Podcast, all that good stuff. Hit that sub button. Thank you guys for checking out this video. Hit the like button, sub button. But as always, have a good day, everybody.